to my channel. I'm so glad you picked to watch this video today because today we're going to be talking about 2016/17 winter trends and how to make them your own using thrifted material or from scratch. So basically I'm just going to talk about a little bit about the trends and what garment I made or remade or bought to represent this trend and my ideas on how to make it my own as a person and not just take the trend and put it on, but something that I can use and adapt to my personal style. All of the pictures that I'm going to be showing you guys today are from the Vogue magazine, and of course this is Vogue.com's list of what the trends this winter are going to be. Obviously you guys can look at many other magazines like Elle and that kind of thing, and so I just encourage you guys to kind of go and look for that information yourself as well, but the pictures I am going to be showing you is from Vogue. So the first trend is bubblegum pink, and I actually have a pink winter lookbook coming up, so this was perfect to get it started. This fabric and this pattern that I used here are from my fabric haul video that I made a while back, and it's this huge super fluffy poncho. It's a size 40, so it's a little bit big, but I really like the way it looks. It's so comfortable, and I think it can be well used for casual things, just lying in bed, as well as something classy if you put on a pair of heels and something nice under it. I think it's so useful, and it was just so much fun making a poncho like this, and I'm really proud of it. The next trend is Vettel, and Vettel is one of those things that are really hard to find in a fabric store. So I didn't get anything for this trend except this old leather jacket that I have from my grandma, so for me it's kind of a garment that's been passed on, and I absolutely love this garment. I think it's so classy and I'm so proud of having it. This one is matte, but I think that if you can just put on a black shiny raincoat, then that really just solves this trend. I think that would look so great. The next trend is leopard, and when I think of a leopard pattern, I really do think of a Latino stripper, which is why I have kind of like a bad vision of leopard. But I do think leopard looks really good if it's in the colder tones and not the warmer tones. What I did is I bought this fake fur fabric and I put it on the collar, the cuffs, and the pockets of this lavender blue morning cape outside wear coat, and I think it looks so good. It really spiced up the outfit. It just looks so classy, and the remake looks so much better than the product before, so I'm really proud of this. I actually combined this trend together with a shearling coat, so I got the inspiration from the shearling coat and I added leopard to this outside wear that looks like a morning coat. The funny thing is that wearing lingerie or thin gowns have been really in this winter, and it's not one of the trends, but I think taking an outside coat that looks like a morning gown really just tops it off. So I'm really proud of this item as well. The next trend is midnight blue velvet, and I think I've been seeing a lot of this going around already, so hopefully this is not new for you guys, but I really love this fabric because it really just gives so much dimension to the velvet itself. Not all velvet colors give such a variety of depth when the light shines and the way it curves and stuff, so that's why I think this is so great. I was actually looking at the Valentino runway show for this winter just this morning, and they had some really great yellow velvet gowns, which I think are perfect as well. This remake that you guys can see here is one that I made years back, and it was originally a thrifted extra large gown, and I just cut off the skirt part of it, which was not velvet, and I made a crop top out of it with a triangle in the back, and I just think it looks so great, and it's a perfect garment to style with anything. This type of velvet blue is also really perfect to match with, for example, golden and silver jewelry. I think that makes it really classy. The next trend is pleats, and this Valentino dress that you guys can see in the Vogue picture is absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, I only have this gray pleat skirt. This garment is actually pretty hard to make, or at least I don't know how to make it, so I highly recommend you guys thrift something like this. I think it could also really work with the tartan trend that's also coming up. So a skirt that's pleated really just makes my wardrobe a little bit different because you can make it really classy, but at the same time you can make it really casual and it just fits with everything. So I think this is like a must-have for the winter. Pleats look really good when it's a long skirt with plateau shoes in my opinion. The next trend is shearling coats, and shearling coats are so easy to find. So if you actually just want a plain shearling coat, then you can just go into any secondhand store and you can get it for about 450 kroner, and they're just amazing for the winter because they're so warm and they're so cozy and comfortable. The only problem with this that I have is it doesn't fit my style whatsoever, so instead I made some alternatives that are also non-leather and animal supportive. So the first one I have is a coat that I bought thrifted about maybe 2 years ago, and it's this jean jacket with a white false fur inside. It's so comfortable. I used it all last winter and it's amazing. It keeps you warm, and that's a really good alternative for a shearling coat. The next one is this black with black false fur inside. This one I bought this year, also thrifted, and it's just so comfortable. This is probably my favorite winter coat of this season. It is so huge, and I have an obsession with huge jackets. Literally when I was a kid, people used to make fun of me for having huge jackets, but I am just in love with them, so I'm so happy I can finally kind of get into the trend of it because huge coats are also in this year. The last one is obviously the leopard one that I just talked about. It's also a version of a shearling coat trend, but I made it just a little bit more personal, and I absolutely love this one. The next trend is couture red. For this trend, I actually made just a really big 80s model with fake red fur that I bought in Hungary for so little. So this garment I'm actually really proud of, but fur coats have been in for a really long time, and so I really just don't like the way people wear it because I've seen that it's kind of become a sort of symbol for being privileged and rich. I don't like the reason why people are wearing it, because I think that a person can really pull it off if they truly think it looks good. Obviously, I don't think people would wear something if they don't think it would look good, but I don't think anyone would wear this garment if it was not in. And the reason for this is because it's so extreme, so I know that it's not worn for the reason that I wish it was, but I'm so proud of the garment that I made. This pattern, a really old pattern that my mom bought, and I'm just so proud I managed to make something like this, and I think it would look really good if I went to a party or something. So even though this is not my style, I am so proud of this, and that's why I love it. The next trend is something you guys probably haven't seen before, and it is a t-shirt under an evening dress or a turtleneck under an evening dress. So one of the must-haves for this that I absolutely use all the time is a white turtleneck, and it's one of my absolute favorites, and you can basically put any tank top on top of it and it's going to look good. When I styled this outfit, I used a thrifted white shirt, and this one is amazing because it shines, and I'm absolutely in love with it. This is also one of my must-haves this winter and this fall because this shirt can literally be styled with anything. It's gonna look classy. I used it so much. And I put a weekday dress over it, and I think these two really look good together. And I actually don't have any t-shirts, so I can't really show you guys what it would look like, but I've seen a lot of people wear it, and I think it looks really good. I used to really hate this trend, and then I started watching Hannah Montana again, and then wow, I don't know what happened. Now I just love it again. So it looks really good, but I also think it looks better when it's just tank straps and not the one that goes down your shoulder or thicker ones. The next trend is lyrics, and this is the one I put the most thrifted effort into. I bought quite a few garments with this one actually. I bought one pinkish lyrics t-shirt where I actually have that white turtleneck underneath, and I have these high-waisted pants, and this is actually one of my favorite outfits of this winter, and it's just because it's so simple, but there's something about it I just really like. Then I also have this black long sleeve turtleneck with golden stripes in it, and what's so funny about this one is that I bought this thrifted item and for very little money, and then I went to the weekday store, and it turns out they have one that's exactly the same. As you guys can see, it's literally almost identical except for the color, so I'm so happy I bought this. It was really a lucky buy. It also looks really great with this golden lyrics top over it, and I actually got this from my costume box that has been there since I was little, and I used to wear it before, and I was kind of made fun for it because it looked ridiculous at the time. Now it's in, so yay me, I can finally wear it without people judging me, you know? So I really just like this top. I also bought this silver lurex and I think it looks great under the white shirt. So I'm really proud of these items. If you want to get something that looks exactly like this purple Vogue picture Wanda, get one that looks exactly the same on weekday. The only lurks that I don't like is basically when you combine black and silver because I think it looks way too metallic, but I'm definitely going to be getting some lurex accessories such as golden socks or silver leggings. I think this looks so great. The last trend that we have for today are flower patterns, and I made 2 garments with this. The first one is a corset, and I absolutely love making corsets, so this was really exciting. What's so funny about the 2 flower fabrics that I have is that they're actually from my grandma, which I never really got to meet, so these are really special for me. I really like for the corset how the 2 flower prints kind of complement each other, just like they do on the runway pictures that I got to show you guys today. And for the little jacket, I think that the flower print is so cute. I am so happy with how it turned out. That model is also a really old model that my grandma probably used at some point. So these look so great, and I'm really pleased with how I styled the little jacket. It looks super special, and it's just something I would definitely wear. I absolutely love it. And at the end we have some honorable mentions, and I think these are really important. The first one is Tartan, and I've seen so many people rock this look for couture, which is a YouTube channel, Korean twins, and I think that they really show you guys how to make it look good, so that will be in the description. Also, the Vogue.com website where I've gotten these pictures and these trends from are also going to be in the description, and how to make, for example, a fur coat is also going to be in the description. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing any of these, but there's definitely loads of links for you guys to see. The next one is motorbike jackets, and I really like, for example, Alexander McQueen's and how he styled that. I think it could look really good with like an old flower print dress under it as well, and I also think it's a really good accessory to have in your wardrobe. The last one is purple drape. Didn't say too much about this look on the Vogue website, but I actually found this big lavender sweater or like cardigan on a secondhand store pretty cheap, and I also have this girl in my class who has one that is very drapey and it looks great. I didn't actually buy this item because I didn't think it felt really good on my body, but I think that if you find something that feels comfortable, this is definitely a look that you could rock this winter. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you got inspired to maybe take some of these trends and make your own. Obviously, there's a lot of other winter trends going around here. My biggest tips for you guys is to pick some of your favorite designers and watch a whole runway show of it. It's so entertaining. It's only 15 minutes. So if you guys are interested, like actually interested in the winter trends, please go and check that out. My style is a little bit different than what is trending, but I think I could really pull these outfits off and still fitting it to my style. I wish you guys all good luck on your thrifting this winter, and have an amazing day. Bye!